No, it should be able on anything. Oh, you want to switch our names?
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not Teutonic and he's not Blank Boy. Don't you get the wrong idea here. I would never name myself that European trash.
It's because you don't like Age of Empires. Welcome, one and all.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday, August 27th, and this is My Little Scarab, episode 7? Episode 7. The only beginner Brood War stream on the internet for people who speak English. I'm Blank Boy, as my name aptly says.
And I'm Teutonic.
And we are TB Dubs. So I was once a C-rated player on the Icy Cup ladder. I was B on the remastered ladder last season. My handsome co-host Teutonic here was E last season on the remastered ladder. So I will be coaching him through some games. He plays Protoss. We'll see how it goes. So the whole point of this show is that StarCraft is this really cool game that has a bunch of sexy micro battles, but often you die before those happen. So this is a show about just making good decisions and having some build orders to help us lower level players. Not us, you lower level players. Just kidding, I'm going to be in Chobo League. And just doing basic good stuff. What was that?
Nothing, bro.
Ooh. Now I know it's something.
Oh, did you? Oh, you want to hear? I said, "What a dick." I thought you heard, and you're just for comedic effect. You asked me.
No, these are. It's so weird, because there's a delay. Whatever.
Yeah, 2 mana right now.
That's the point of the show. Point of the show. Easy stuff. New players. Can we check what rank you're at? Oh yeah,
right
let's
now,
hit 7. There we go.
Yeah, if we haven't already said before, right now we're playing on my account as opposed to the DT hate that we all love.
Love
and the rank
to
that
hate
I'm
some
at.
DTs. Cool, we got a 1355 account. So we're going to be playing out of a 1355 account today. You want to go sign up for the ladder?
Let's sign up.
I mean, what do you call this? Pressing OK after you press ranked.
Want to press OK?
Yeah, I'll press OK.
I want to enlist for the ladder. I think that's what
I'll enlist.
Or I feel like I'm in
I'm in
deployment.
army.
Like I'm about to drop from a
Oh, yeah, I'll deploy.
helicopter.
Here you go. You're deploying.
Yeah, or an Osprey in Half-Life 1.
Today, let's just... Okay, we got a PVZ.
PVZ.
Against what looks like an unrated Zerg. That's fine.
Yeah. So I guess if we had to describe about something that's probably going to happen is I'm going to do something. I'm going to talk in just a second about what it is I'm going to do. But
I mean, when you play, you should feel free to split your probes.
Yeah.
I just don't do that to flex.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's like, maybe you're doing it to do the anti-flex. It's like, oh man, look how much I'm not flexing.
Look at how bad my split is.
Right. And you're going to lose. I can't do the splits, dude. I'm calcified.
True. The difference between the meaning of... Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. He won.
He said that first. The difference in, like, not splitting and winning, what that means is so different from not splitting and losing. Because if you win, then it was a flex. But you don't know until the end of the game. If you lose, then it's like, oh, you suck and I should have split my goddamn probes.
Right.
Just kidding. That probably was not my mistake. But if we are tracing our mistakes...
I should have split my... Exactly. That's kind of why you do it, because
like,
it's so
why
laughable.
Did I lose? Oh, because of what happened at the 0-second mark.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, right. It must be. It must have been. It's kind of like leaving the back door open, like intentionally, so that if anything did happen, you have an out.
Guys, look, it wasn't my play. It was just that I didn't split my probes. Obviously. Obviously.
I think we should have... It's all about the probe split game. Oh, man. All right, so let me quickly get in what it is I'm about to do, because...
Oh, yeah. Your build.
Our build is... it's really hard to put to words. I'm just gonna tell it from what I know. All right, so I'm just going
Well,
to
what's
build.
the composition? Just
The composition is gonna be the first thing that's gonna come out and go to their base is a Corsair. I'm gonna
what's your
build and
mid-game
sell it.
composition? Just mention your mid-game comp, because it's not the normal PvC mid-game comp.
Well, I never make it to the mid game.
No, that's called mid-game.
I mean, I never make it to
No,
the
the thing that you're about to make it to is called mid-game.
No. Well, it'd be easier to talk about if I actually got there.
Oh,
I feel like
you'll
I
get there.
die before I get
Oh,
there.
you'll get there, dude. Just don't get rushed. He does know where you are, and he is scouting with a drone. I think drone scouts are shady.
Yeah.
I absolutely think drone scouts are shady.
Yeah, they come in with their fedora.
Yeah, see?
Oh,
Oh, he four-pooled you.
All right, cool.
Okay, so you just
This
need
might
to
be-
micro really, really well. No better than that. No better than that. Yeah, I like that. Oh yeah, but him too.
Oh shit! I thought.
No, a little better than that. It's like twice as good as that. Oh, well now he's got even more. Okay, well, 3 times as good as that. Oh. You know, just drill to the assimilator. Well, yeah, and then, yeah. Oh, nice. See? Just drill to the assimilator. Oh, don't you love assimilator drills?
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Are you kidding me?
All right. I'm gonna cheat a little bit.
What do you mean?
What should I? I'm gonna ask you right here because you don't usually get.
Oh,
What should I
oh
do?
yeah, no, you're most definitely fucked. He's just gonna keep doing this
Okay.
until he kills probes. I would say, you know, get a goon out to help you with this. You are making a goon, right? Oh, yeah, because he's just doing this, right? They are slow, but so are you. Yeah, keep him. Okay, well, when he does that, you should probably attack back.
Wow.
So that's painful. Yeah, maybe have a probe with those so that it's like a +1 upgrade. Ah, but that's fine. I'll just fuck it up anyway. Nice. Okay. See? Not so bad. Not so bad. Yeah, you can keep one of those with it. Oh yeah, see, this is gonna help. Yeah, so now that's your +1 upgrade. Cool. Yeah, you can micro the... okay, it's fine. Yeah, you can hold the ramp now. I would keep making zealots.
Okay.
Because, right, he's only got 2. So, yeah, if you can survive this, you're going to be ahead. Because it looks like this is his game plan, right?
Okay.
So, let's park at the ramp. This is not the ramp.
I have a lot of money.
Yeah,
into the gate?
definitely get your... No, get your Stargate. Get your Stargate. Oh, you're not getting gas. I mean, if you have that much money, yeah, I guess you're gonna need... Well, don't lead with the Dragoon. Let the record show, I did not tell him to lead with the Dragoon. Yeah, if you have this much money... okay, now you can throw down the Stargate. Don't listen to the computer, I swear. You can throw down.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
I'm alive.
that's not the ramp. That will be easier for him to overwhelm. And sure enough, he is trying to overwhelm you.
Okay.
Yeah, so go ahead and make one of those guys. And then, because you are so... Oh, going for the expansion. Risque indeed.
Not really.
Yeah, I would
kinda-
just slow your roll there. Yeah, make another gateway. I mean, you do have just all these minerals banked. He's fucking with you. Yeah, let's get a Corsair out, because as far as I can tell, he's just making lings. So Corsair, you should be in a good place. Oh yeah, do you not have 3 on gas?
No.
Oh, you should definitely have 3 on gas. Okay, cool. So, making a Corsair. Now we don't know what he's doing, but we're gonna scout. Yeah, we're gonna find out what he's doing. I would guess he's in a close position because that was a really fast drone.
Yeah.
But I would also guess that he 5-pulled you. So, we'll see. Pretty soon you can lay down your Robo. Oh yeah, there he is. Oh yeah, and he has jack shit defending his overlords, who are
Wherever
not
they are.
parked in the corner. You'll find them. They might be rallied with the lings outside your base. Never mind. Yeah.
Oh, no, he's
so,
attacking.
see, he's trying to overwhelm you, and you're not holding the ramp. See what I said about the ramp? Yeah. Remember when I never told you to come out here?
You mother. Usually it's.
Okay. Make sure you're macroing behind this.
Oh man.
He doesn't need the help. Yeah, so you just keep microing, See, isn't it easier when you've got Dragoons behind it? Oh, did you ever throw down a Robo?
No.
What? Oh, buddy. Tell me those are Zealots you're making.
No, those are Dragoons.
Anya! So
I wish this wasn't like a den for my prisoners to get killed in.
a den?
Like,
I mean, you can
they
make a
can't
shield
get out of
battery
this.
in a
They
situation.
have to walk all the way around.
Oh. Oh yeah, that robo placement was not ideal for your poor little dragoons. Oh, you have another one? We'll have him help. Yeah, you can cancel that.
Alright, well this was annoying. And it's annoying is that it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah. I mean, cool, your Corsair's doing more work. But yeah, I would definitely, keep doing good things with your gateways, with your minerals. I mean, this is a lot in the bank. You can probe micro this. Come on. There you go. And you can be getting a Reaver and another gateway. I think one thing that went wrong is just getting a little tunnel vision with this micro, and not being able to keep up spending your money.
Okay.
Because that was actually not very good cheese. We can watch that replay if you want.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So let's just get a quick count on his drones. So let's go ahead. So he does. I'm pretty sure this is a 5-pool. We can speed this up to like the 30-second mark. Yeah, so this is a 5-pool. That GLHF timing, man. Oh, that GLHF timing. So behind us, he's making 1 drone. Is he making any more? No, that's right. He's just up to 6. And then these are all going to be lings. And, right, so the drone comes and scouts you. Interesting. So he just wants it there now. So he does. You can slow it down if you want. And we can just check on what he's doing.
So,
Oh, so he
6 are
extracted
here.
tricked. Yeah,
The Zealot is not done.
right. So that's because it's a 5-pool, right?
So, really, let's think low player. Let's think someone who's even worse than me.
Yeah.
Is there really anything you could do about this?
No, I mean, this is just a 5-pool cheese where he got lucky scouting. I mean,
So-
not even lucky. This was his second scout, but he did send a drone. He did. I mean, it's a 5-pool. What do you want? He wants you dead.
So I guess what's
The best thing you can do is desperately micro and make a shield battery.
Okay, micro, make a shield battery when you see this.
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, just desperately, right? See, this is what you're doing. See? Desperate micro. And sure enough, desperate micro held you on for a little bit. Right? You didn't die to the first 6 lings, so that's something. Right? Zerglings, small numbers of lings like this, who are slow, who don't have adrenal glands, they should definitely be afraid of probe mineral lines. You should feel powerful at your probe mineral line, because you can just drill to your gas, drill to a mineral field, and fuck them up. See this? You're not drilling. You're just attacking.
What? Okay, when you say drill,
Drill is right-clicking on resources.
So you should drill.
You should jump to the bottom mineral field there. So if we rewind by like 10 seconds or something, yeah, I don't know.
Well, I guess
how
like
far
when you okay, yeah.
yeah. So right here, let's go at normal speed. Okay, see this? Right now, you should be drilling to that bottom mineral patch. You're not. You're just attacking.
This one.
Yes.
Okay, so your probes are here. The
Yeah.
enemies to the lower left of them.
Yeah.
You want to drill
You
through
should have them
them.
all drill to either that bottom one, that second to bottom one, or that third to bottom one. Something, right? That, or here's the other option: you drill all the way to the top one.
Well, let's talk about the like one scenario, which is
Okay.
all right. So I select all.
Yes.
I right click this
Yes.
mineral line down here.
They all stack, and then you attack out towards them, and then they all start running on top of each other and running on the lings, and you make this whole big mess, and you have more probes. Your probes they'll fight much better in that scenario.
Okay, so when you say stack, you want probes to
I
move
want a
through
stack
the
of
enemy,
probes.
and then
Yeah.
they're gonna move. Once they're on top of the enemy, then you click attack 2
Yeah. Well,
or stop.
not necessarily. Once they're all on top of each other and the enemy's right there. They don't have to be on the lings when you do it.
Okay, so you can have.
This is probably something we should drill, honestly.
Well, no. I also want to talk it out too because
Sure.
It's here now, and we're just for replay's sake.
Right.
But no, as a drillable thing, yeah, that could be something that is a drillable thing too.
Yeah.
So that means you can have also a stacked probe stack here and an enemy here, and this is also something that you would say
Yeah,
to do.
yeah. Those 3 pockets there, those 1 hex pockets, those are ideal. Those are really where you want to be attacking.
And so, could you explain a little bit what happens in the
All the probes stack on each other, and
Okay.
then when you hit attack, they try to unstack. They do this horrible little dance,
Yeah.
and they also dance on top of the lings. The lings can't attack while they're stacked on something, and you get this mess of things trying to unstack. Some of the probes get shots off. None of the lings get shot. I mean, some of the lings are going to get shots off, but some things get shots off. You have a much better bet stacking all your probes than not stacking all your probes.
Okay. So the idea of stacking is to put them in a spot in which then
Get
they
them
will then
all
turn into a
stacked together.
vortex
Exactly.
that makes it harder terrain for attacking units to attack it.
Exactly.
It's not necessarily about being on top of them.
No, because you're gonna fall on top of them once they start trying to unstack.
That's going to happen naturally from the stack.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's gonna happen. Have you ever tried to jump minerals? Have you ever played Volcano Run?
No.
Never played. Okay. What UMS game have you played where you try to jump things?
Nothing.
What? You've never tried to jump a mineral line
No.
by building a pylon or something? Yeah, yeah. Okay.
There, right now, I'm trying to find another instance that there was another stacking instance.
And then right here, no reason not to be on your ramp. No reason to be out there. You got no business there.
Okay, I do see what you're talking about. Out here versus
Because
right here.
okay, pause. What's Teal doing? What's Zerg doing? Oh, he's smashing lings. Oh, how many drones does he have? Oh, the same 5 he always had. Oh, well, I guess he had 6. He's got one. One is hatchery now, but right, same idea.
Okay.
The same ones he always had. He's not making drones. He's trying to kill you now. Stay on your ramp. That is the only choke you have. I mean, yeah, this is a choke, but it's the only good choke you have. It's only the only narrow choke you have. This is not narrow enough to keep all the lings on one side. He can get the surround if he wants to get the surround. Yeah, yeah. So right here, this should be on the ramp. I mean, I get it. It's an inverted ramp. The goon's going to get some missed shots, but that's way safer. And then here we go. Yeah, this is not great.
Okay.
And this is all micro. Yeah, the rest of this game is just micro.
So, what would you say when someone's doing this?
Yeah.
and you staved off the first attack. What's the next? And okay, and let's say that you hold him here.
Yeah. If
What's-
you staved off this attack, you need to.
What's the next objective?
I thought you had a really good idea. Your basic idea was stay home, get defensive, get on 2 gateways so you can be making more units to hold off Lings, and go use something like 1 Corsair to harass him in a way that he can't fight back. Right? Like 1 Corsair, oh man, that was awesome in this situation. Right? 1 Corsair, you got like 3 kills or something. Yeah, you had to find them, but yeah, that was good. And really, you're just trying to stay alive, because no matter what, if you stay alive, he's gonna lose. We know he's just making slowlings. Best case scenario, he's just making speedlings.
So,
But right, he had no follow through. What was his follow through? He threw down another hatchery. That's not much of a follow through. That's just him trying to kill you now even harder.
okay, so the objective is just to kill all overlords and to stay here,
Yeah, just stay here, just stay alive. Right?
and that's it.
I would say keep taking up to what you're taking up to. You were taking up to Reavers, cool, awesome. That's going to make these Lings look like a joke. If you're taking up to High Templar, keep doing that, same thing. If you take to Dark Templar, cool, beautiful. Really, right, any tech is going to help you handle this so easy.
Okay. Alright.
But yeah, I mean, having a shield battery helps, of course. If you really want, having a cannon at the ramp helps a lot. Right, because cannons are like a Dragoon, but they do twice the damage of a Dragoon, because Dragoons do 10 against Lings. Right, and look at this. Even with that, even though you were in the wrong place, you were out at the natural, and he got the surround, kind of. He wasn't really microing very well. Even though all that happened, you still kind of held this off until right now. Right, and then he just forced you into tunnel vision. You weren't macroing, you weren't actually getting Reavers and stuff. But the idea was there.
Okay, cool.
Just a little, in that situation, just relax.
So from that situation, I got drilling doesn't mean drill through the enemy. It just means just put all your miners in one place.
Yeah,
And then click attack, or then do an attack too.
yeah, from there,
Okay.
out of there. Or if you're really confident in your micro, attack a specific Ling, target fire one down. Alright. Game 2. Game 2, bugaboo. Yeah, that feels bad. That always sucks.
Yeah, it was it.
Okay, you have an
Unfortunate.
F Terran. I
Home
think
star.
you'll do better this time.
Thanks, Dale.
So, we're coming up on what was he, like 1150? Something like an 1150 rated Terran.
On a 2-player
Um,
map.
So, what's the worst an F rated player can do to you? Cheese you, much like that last one. But, I mean, low rated Terrans, I don't even know that their cheese is any good. But it is a 2-player map, like you just said. So, we can watch out for that. You can do the preemptive thing, which is scout all the proxy locations. On this map, that would be your third, the 3 o'clock base, and the base that's kind of in the middle toward you. You know what I'm talking about?
The base that is kind of towards the middle of me.
That's kind of in the middle. Whatever, don't worry about it.
Is there a base? Not
Yeah,
like a
I'll show
choke?
you. Yeah, it's like, don't worry, just build your pylon. Low rated Terran. What build do you want to use?
Okay, so I'm gonna go 3 goon gate range.
3 goon gate range. What do you mean? On 1 gate? On 2 gates?
And then use 2 gates to do that with.
Alright. Little 2 gate goon action. I'm gonna try to mess him up. Aggressive, I see. Get your gas. There we go. I think this is a good time to scout Cheese.
Okay.
Because he's an F-rated player, so I would scout for Cheese. I would scout the proxy locations first, just because it's quicker to do. Yeah. You can start there. That's probably proxy location number 1. It's the 6 o'clock. And proxy location 2 will be, you can kind of send them to the center of the map. And then, no, from there you still won't go to his base. You're still just looking around. I'll show you once your probe gets close. So send that probe kind of, okay, he scouted you. Send that probe kind of back toward you a little. Just like a little toward you. Yeah, pretty much right there is that base. You didn't really scout it, but that's fine, who cares. And now you can send him to the 3 o'clock. Yeah. Cool. Looks like no proxies. We did kind of miss that one location, but no big deal. You can scout his base now. What do we got? Oh, just nasty. 2 gate? Hey, you fucked that shit up. So he sees what's on the way. He's an F player, so I don't know if he's adequately scared. But he should be. Yeah, block him. Oh, man. Oh, what's the scout say? What?
Okay.
Oh, man, the in-base bunker. Never mind, this is not a cheese play. Okay, we got an in-base bunker.
Alright, so I'm not going to be able to do what I want to do.
Yeah, I guess not. I mean, he's just holding up safe. I would just expand. And you do whatever you want. I'm just saying what I would do.
Yeah.
Is he chasing you with an SCV or a Marine?
He might be doing drop stuff.
Yeah. So he's a one-basing Terran. Drops are definitely worth being afraid of. One thing you could do if you are afraid of drops is set up some spotting pylons. Spotting pylon at the 12 or sorry, the 6 at the 6 o'clock or at the 3 o'clock base. But right, you're just in a good spot to expand. Because if Terran's not expanding, which we don't know that, for all we know he is expanding. Yeah, you can park a probe right there and check out what the hell he's doing. But right, if he is all holed up in his main, it's going to be really hard to do any drops. Drops become much easier as your opponent gets spread thin. Granted, Terran's usually good at putting turrets up everywhere. But what the hell do I know? This is an F-rated Terran. For all I know, you don't use turrets ever. Or conversely, maybe he spends all his money on them. What do I know? Yeah, so looks like he's not expanding. No, at least not yet. We're looking at 5:30. Coming up on 5:30. Oh, good call. I'm checking if he's got a secret expansion. Uncharted location. I wouldn't put it past him. After all, he can't fly his buildings.
Yeah,
How
right.
is that fair? Yeah, I just want to check if anything's there. Nope. Oh, aggressive spotter pylon. Not a bad idea. Yeah, I don't know if you want to check to 1 o'clock. The last
Oh, yeah.
place you haven't checked. Oh, I said 1.
1.
1, yeah, okay. Oh. Never mind. Tinku. Your Reaver's done. Not that he'll let you make use of it, but it's always worth trying. You don't have any zealots, do you?
No.
You can put a dragoon in there. So it looks like this might be one of those turtle Terrans. You know, the players who are so low that they're so afraid of anything that the only thing they can bring themselves to do is turtle.
That's kind of what I do. At least what I last did when I was Terran.
Yeah. Well, you were probably this time. Oh, he just shot that shit down.
Okay.
Damn, you were not. Oh, thank God. I thought that was the shuttle. I was like, jeez, didn't even warn you on the map. But now you know. He is taking a base. I would take a third. Right? If he's gonna expand behind this. Oh, why not? Okay, that is not your in. Yeah, I don't know what that is either. No, it doesn't fit. You're not gonna be able to drop something right there.
Okay.
Turtle Terran fighting.
No idea.
Nice, nice. Taking gas. Yep, you definitely have enough for this. Nice. Getting your upgrades up. What's your late game tech?
Arbs.
Alright, that's what I like to hear. Yep, yeah, you can get that started and then start the Templar Archives after. Or same time, that works. Nice. Yeah, you can wall this off. I think you shouldn't need one there. Oh, what the hell do I know? That's your shuttle, guys. That's what's chilling in the middle of the map. And then, did you ever actually check out the one? Oh yeah, he is there. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you could be present on the map, but probably no reason to take that risk. You can just hang back and have a defensive posture against drops, because it doesn't look like this guy's particularly vulture heavy. At least I'm not seeing it. Cool, you can start your Arbiter. I mean, your Arbiter Tribunal. That's what I meant. Okay. Oh. Oh. So you want to take a third? It does. Interesting. Oh yeah, yeah. This terrain. Gotta be careful about that shit. Looks like he's got a third. Looks like he is very tank heavy. Guess you don't have to worry about harass. Yeah, I would take a fourth. Just up the ante. Up the ante. Always up the ante. I know this is minor, but you are sending out a probe from your main when you have a base that's much closer. Just a little thing you could tweak. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. You could also start double or single upgrades at this point. Oh, you already have single upgrades started. What am I saying? He's lazy with his command center. It's just like, let me hold the ramp with this real quick. These fucking Terrans, dude. These fucking Terrans. I can wall this off too, even though does he even make vultures? Have we seen one vulture this game? Who is this guy? I wonder. You wanna go 2-gate mass arb and just stasis the shit out of everything? Be like, bitch, make vultures. Nice. What was that? Was that stasis research? Yeah, it was. You can do energy or recall after that. I don't know what you prefer.
Upgrade complete.
And then, this is smart. This is safe. Just hang back. Not doing any foolish engagements into clusters of tanks. Whoa. Yeah, Reavers are so dumb. Yeah, that's not even gonna work. Oh, they're doing that whole thing. Yeah, hurry up and jump in. Hey, they're all touching. Aw. Yeah, that's too bad. Oh well. Oh, 1 health. Oh no, it's dead. Oh shit. Oh, what are all, is that a misplaced rally? I think you have a misset Nexus rally, dude. Oh, now the vultures are coming out. Okay. The reactive ops. Nice. Oh, and you don't have speed either. Yeah, I mean, you have speed shuttles, right? Maybe you don't even need zealot speed. That's what I always say. Either zealot speed or shuttle speed, not both. I can't do all that. That's too much gas. Makes me gassy. Ah, that was a bad joke. Nice. Who knows? You know what that means? Take a fifth. No, I don't know. Yeah, what is he doing? Oh, you have an ops on the way? Is that right? You're gonna figure out what he's doing? Figure it out, boys. Ops boys, I got a mission for you. I need you to track down this guy's mines. Oh, let's go over this bridge. Oh, see any mines? Oh, I can't even see mines if I had eyes. What is it? A bunch of vultures. You know what they just got done doing? Planting mines. Yeah, this is one of them. Oh no, run away. We can't see him, but we can.
Upgrade complete.
Oh. He's just like bored, you know. Oh shit, he's going for it. It's the real deal, bitch. Do you have that Arbiter on hotkey? Don't even need it. That's how hardcore we are. Hardcore! Ah! Boom! Oh, okay, one tank. Oh, all the tanks! Oh, more tanks! Oh my god, they're all dead. Oh my god. Oh, he has a lot of drop ships. You're right, he is totally going for the drop. I mean, pretty late. We're at 15 minutes and we haven't seen a drop yet. But he's been thinking about it. Mark my words, he's been thinking about it. And he's the guy who thinks about things, you know? He's an academic, if you will. Nice, keeping that macro up. Macro! You know, life hack. With enough stasis, you don't need macro. If you know what I'm saying. Yeah, just like 3-4 cannons per expansion. We've got the cash to throw. And it's just gonna make dealing with drops that much easier. I would scout that fourth of his. You haven't scouted the 1 o'clock in a while. We can send goon. I guarantee you he's took it. Oh! What the fuck is this? I'm sorry. That was a bad guarantee. Oh, you don't need 4 on gas. What is that, 5? No, I don't know. Maybe it was just 4. Damn, what? It's all over the place. Oh, here it is. That's an interesting spot. Okay, so we know where he's going. Oh, he's going everywhere. What is this shit? Yeah, let's get the fuck over there. Let's get the fuck over there. Okay, you lose it over there? No, I didn't lose this one. That's all he cares about. Yeah, if you want, you can reposition your army to actually defend this. Oh fuck, he found the one spot. Get the fuck back, get the fuck back. You know, just grab your army. Just run away your probes and bring your army. And you don't have to bring the whole thing, of course, but, you know, some zealots would be nice. Yeah, but don't just let them take free shots. Just drill them away so that they don't block your zealots when your zealots get on this. Your zealots are coming, right? To defend that. Alright, zealots. Okay, approaching 200. Oh, he got the stasis off. I mean, EMP. Oh! He's okay. Found a lot of health though. I think he just used some. Right here, are you gonna do it? Oh, he's a monster. Oh my god. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh my god, he did. Oh, that'd be a nice little snipe. Not too bad vessels are too fast for dragoons. Wait, the zealots never came? What? Yeah, you gotta just send this handful of zealots. Come on, you can't. What? That's where they went? You can't have them preventing you mining with 2 Goliaths. That's disrespect. That's disrespect. Well, I guess you can take this as a 5th. I don't see why not. Your army's positioned to defend it already, right? They were all like over there. Over there. Wait, why do they not think they can just come to us here? Oh, well, I don't know about that. See, I hear mines already. Oh, and I see it already. Oh, dude, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Across the little ramp. I mean bridge. I don't know about that. Oh, and now you can't even walk across the ramp because of all that shit. I don't know about all that. Oh. Oh, that's fine. You can just macro everything back there. Right, you are macroing behind this. You have gates at your third, by the way, just in case you wanted to have me tell you about them. Oh, gate. Excuse me.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
There's this one drop hanging out there. That's nice. You know he cares. Yeah, it's true. You can just mine out the map if you so choose. Yeah, right. Too bad it's not a 4-player map. Where the hell do I make my second set of gateways? That's the spot. Oh, what's he doing with Vulture? Vulture! Yeah, right. Oh, what are you doing? Yeah. Oops. Oh, that's fine. We got a sizable chunk. What?
Okay. Well, he knew. I think he knows where he's at in his skill level.
Yeah, fair enough. He knew he was never able to
He brought us
push out.
this long. Who knows? He could have been hanging at the like. I've never got this far.
Oh yeah. Or maybe he's just like, I'm fatigued. I don't want to keep doing this shit.
Whoops. Oh yeah, I clicked up you, so we're all right.
All right.
I'm just gonna speed through this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm actually. We'll only go like up until maybe just right after he decides. After this action.
Sure. So he does this. His poor little marine gets blocked.
So we went all around the map looking for cheese,
Yeah.
and then after we come out, we find this.
Yeah. Which is, oh boy, oh boy. What's he doing? What's he doing?
And then with this,
So he is making a command center behind it. At least he's got that right.
it's a siege fast expand
Okay.
with a bunker. I guess,
Yeah.
but the bunker's inside the base.
Right. So he has all the parts and pieces. Oh, amazing bunker. Yeah, that bunker's a little far forward. It's not a big deal, but I prefer that pulled back a little.
You know, I wouldn't be as like frustrated with this if all starting positions were at the top of a map.
What do you mean?
Like, see, hit this, like
Oh,
the
yeah,
remastered. Like,
yeah.
what a troll!
Watching a replay.
New-
Actually, you want to check out the hotkey for that? Alt U. Interesting. So you can Alt U that away. But yeah, that is still a little not great. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, right. Thank you for your program remastered at all. Thank you. Because now we got matchmaking out of it.
Right? So who really won?
So he's not necessarily doing anything bad. Like, Because-
He's
maybe if he can make more factories. I've lost, not that I'm good, but I've lost to Terrans who've done this.
I mean, it's about what he's doing. Also, what's he making? He's really tank heavy, and wait, what's he doing? So he's producing out of 4 factories, mostly making tanks. I see a drop ship, but
I don't see it though.
yeah, I mean, he landed it somewhere, but
Oh, these two.
oh, I mean not landed it. He parked it somewhere.
Okay. But anyway, so he just didn't have the momentum.
Yeah, I mean, my
That's all.
my question is, what's he doing with all this? He has all this. Oh,
He didn't get
oh, that was
200,
actually a nice
200.
engagement for you, just trade-wise. Right there goes all his tanks for what was that? A control group and a half of stuff. Maybe that was like 2 control groups of stuff.
Alright. I'm just gonna end this.
Yeah, I don't really see a reason to keep going. Yeah, I mean, what is there to say? He's an F-rated Terran. He should not be playing Terran. That's what I'll say.
Did you want to get in on this?
No, please.
Okay.
By all means. Actually, give me a sec. I will be right back.
Okay. So yeah, that game was pretty uneventful, and I felt like I could have done things a little bit more quicker myself. I saw my money was high, and I didn't catch up to it. In games like that where I'm up against someone that I know that I'm going to beat or that I can beat, some things I like to do is I like to take the entire map, or at least have that as part of my goal, because it helps me get through a lot of bullshit that happens when I'm playing opponents that I know that are better than me and make me question my build a lot. Alright, so we got a Terran that is 1707, which is really high given my rank. I wouldn't be surprised if they just left.
Oh, what I missed? Wait, why would he just leave?
Sorry, could you speak it to the mic?
Why would he just leave?
Oh, so right now I'm in a PVT
Alright,
with a 1707 Terran.
alright.
So to me, that's the highest rank I've ever played,
Interesting.
and that's a Terran.
Alright. Nice. Sounds like you got your work cut out for you, eh? 1707 Terran. What's your build?
I'm gonna do the same exact thing
Alright.
as last time to begin with, and that was 2-gate goon. 2-gate goon.
Alright, a little two-gate
range.
goon action.
We'll see if he does a siege fast expand like last time, like the other Terran did.
Yeah, I have seen just a ton of Terran siege fast expanding on the ladder against Protoss. It's, it's in. It's sexy. It's easy. Remember the days when everyone Joyo rushed or like fake FD'd? Those were the days. The aggressive Terran.
Yeah, I used to lose to that all the time.
Right? Dude, we should bring that back. We
We'll
should play
see.
Terran and just Joyo rush every game. Bringing it back, bringing it back. I wonder why it fell out of style.
So the first unit that I make when I'm doing this build is a Dragoon.
Fair. When do you do your first scout? Or I guess does it not matter, all Terrans are the same.
It doesn't, actually, yeah, it doesn't matter
Yeah,
at this
right.
point.
Right, in
Right now, I'm,
ZVT
like,
it's like,
testing right
oh
now.
my god, scout, let's find out what's he doing. In PVT it's like, all fucking Terrans are the same. And sure enough they are. Getting yelled at by Papa Executive. by Pop Pop. Hey, there he is.
I'm gonna send a probe just to see where he is.
Alright. You're only as strong as your weakest probe. That's what I always say. Aw, one. Oh yeah, Dragoons are faster. If you didn't body block with your probe just there, I think
You must construct
you
additional
just
pylons
gone
of
shot him.
minerals.
I mean, I think you're still gonna, but... Oh,
Instructions.
there he is. Let's see if this is where he lives.
Sabotage. Awaiting instructions for vengeance.
I guess not.
I have returned.
No, it's fine.
Initiating. Awaiting
Well,
instructions.
you're cross map, so you got that going for you. Teutonic loves cross map plays. Whoa, this is the thing. Cross map Teutonic, they call you.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, upgrade complete, bitch. He's not repairing. What is this shit?
This.
Oh, he's being a little shyster. Oh shit. Get wrecked. Wrecker, get wrecked. Yeah, block, block, shoot, shoot. Wait, his bunker's down. What the fuck? Go fuck shit up. Fuck that tank up.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
no! All the mines! Oh, he baited you. Wow, that was good bait. Holy shit. Clever girl. Oh, it's one.
Oh, he's probably got a lot of mines throughout the entire like range of the path. I would
don't know,
imagine.
because he only had like 2 vultures. I think we saw most, if not all, of his mines just then.
Okay.
Yeah, but are you gonna expand behind this, or what are we doing with 500? 500 in the bank. And back in there. So this time with the tank. Hey, yeah, but getting shot at. No, that's worth it. I don't know, if the tank's out. Well, I guess siege isn't done yet. Okay. Yeah, I think he was doing that on purpose. He just wanted to get that one shot off because he knows he can repair himself. But you can't bring a Dragoon back to life. How sad is that? You can bring a Zealot back to life, but oh, second chance, no more. Oh, that was a clever little bait play. I gotta learn from that. Okay, I won't repair my bunker. When you run in, there's just a bunch of mines behind that.
Additional pylons.
See, that's like a very cute, that feels very Terran to me. Just some cute Terran bullshit, you know? Who's fighting? I heard some fighting going on.
I did too.
He's probably mining up the map then.
Mining up.
Yeah. Placing mines all over the map.
Instructions.
Interesting. Leg speed before arbiters?
I don't look into it that much at all.
Oh, dude, you have to. Money allocation.
Like, I feel like that's too much.
What? No, it's not. You can't get all your tech at once, right? So now you're down 150, 150 in terms of arbiter tech, another expansion, or more gateway units. Or hell, observers to see all these goddamn mines.
My life for hire. You must construct additional pylons.
Nice. Yeah, that's all you need there.
You must construct additional pylons.
You know what I think would also just be a good drill is playing games on fastest,
Yeah, I thought that too.
right? Because it's
Okay.
the same idea. It's forced to macro really hard, but also right it has the other means. Oh, you do have to scout. You do have to attack. You do have to harass. You do have to do all the other things, and so it is probably a better macro practice than just like a pure macro map where you don't have to think about anything else, which is unrealistic. So he's pushing out a little. I guess you don't really have observers, so it is going to be scary to move out onto the map. But I think ideally, when you see him, start to siege up like that, it's good to try to delay him in case this is really a push.
Research complete. I long for combat. Thus I serve. You've not enough minerals. War field stabilized. We are vigilant.
Okay, so you got that out. You got recall out. I wonder if he's taking a third. Oh, is he just going to take that mineral only third right outside his base? I mean, that makes sense. For him, an intellectual. Is that teal?
We are vigilant.
What is that on the map?
Gala.
Okay.
Probably
maybe it's
spotting.
just spotter. Because there's also this. Yeah, that looks like nice. I think we found our mines. Ah, he's chasing me.
You must construct additional pylons.
Oh shit, here's the drop. That's a baby drop. Oh shit, fuck. That's a very dangerous baby drop. Oh fuck, they're not on attack command.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Okay, no big deal. I would pull some of those probes back.
will say that when you're playing Protoss, you have to do like 1,000 things. Not
Oh,
that
dude,
Terran
that's
doesn't have
every
their
race.
1,000 things, but
That's every race. So you did get a little supply block. Your money is piling up a little bit. But no matter. Nothing you can't come back from. Okay, nice. So you're no longer supply blocked. You can do another round of macro. Listen, yeah, sorry, don't let me prevent you from getting stasis.
okay.
Upgrade from your presence. I am needed for vengeance.
Oh, is this the bait for the drop?
Warriors
And
have
then
engaged the
recall?
enemy.
Wait, did you scout the other potential fourth? Is 3 o'clock? Or 4 o'clock? Whatever you want to call it.
Instructions.
Hey, oh, careful. Here. Is this when you move in the Arbiter? Or? How does that work? Looks like he's definitely interested.
The warriors have engaged the enemies.
Back the fuck up. Oh, he doesn't have that fourth. Okay, so he's just on 3 base, at least.
Instructions. Initiated. War field stabilized.
Not that good, oh boy.
Transmit. Gladwin. We are vigilant.
Okay. He's gonna storm. Oh, run. Oh no, they did not run.
Your presence.
Oh, 69 energy, I don't know about that one. Oh, 0 energy, I don't know about that one.
Warriors have engaged the enemy. Jepakazol.
Oh, he is moving up. Go. Is the storm in there? Oh.
We are vigilant.
He does exist. He's been missing you. Oh, you can recall right there. Oh, not the time. I guess it's not the time. Oh, what are all these fucks doing? We got a storm in there. Ooh,
I don't
that's,
have storm.
that's a lot of fun. Whoa, why do you make my temp like that?
So he's, yeah.
Oof.
Well, he's 1,700, so
Yeah.
there's no stake
right,
in that.
right.
I
No,
cared not
we expected
that at all.
We expected that, right? How many points did you lose? 2?
4.
4. Look at that. 4. I don't know if you want to watch that.
Well, I believe that all. Like, I want to pull from it the lessons at which
I think
they
you gotta
can be
browse.
pulled.
Yeah, right, of course. Replays. Yeah. What are the lessons? One thing that I was noticing
Yeah.
is I think you should play some fastest. I think I know that I talk about you don't need speed to be good, but I think you might be under the. You might need a little speed. I'm not saying you need 200 APM to be good, but I think right. So remember when you were talking about like, oh, there's all these things Protoss has to do. You're not wrong. There's certainly a lot of things that Protoss has to do, and in order to do them all in a timely fashion, I think you could do some speed drills. Oh, so he placed it right then, man. So that was really a backup. This, I don't think he meant for this to be a bait play.
No, that was insane. That was literally insane.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
God.
They could have sent in one Dragoon, whatever.
Yeah, right.
No one he does not have siege.
Yeah.
In fact,
for sure. He went mine first. He went mine first.
I should have definitely
I mean, I
applied
think
more pressure.
just right, the main thing that happened there, as far as I can tell, is your attention just wasn't there when he put down the mines, right? And so he just got to put down the mines when, if you were lucky enough to glance over there at a certain moment, you would have seen the mines go down. You didn't glance over at the moment that the mines were going down, and so you didn't see those mines. Right, but that's also a little bit of that speed element, just glancing around, checking up on all these different things with a high, I'll call it a refresh rate, with a high refresh rate. So Terran's not getting his armory, I guess he's starting upgrades. Oh, you guys just fired at like an SCV. He was just checking up on you. Seeing where all your Dragoons were, what you were making, I'm sure. So it looks like he wants to get the control tower fast. He's probably, this is when he makes the drop, I think. And then, yeah, expanding, taking his third, that makes sense. So he's not doing this on 2 factory? Yeah, so he's just on 2 factory. He's tanking up. Look at that. He's only got, what the,
He's doing more what I'm used to Terran's doing, the Terrans that I lose to, which is
yeah.
2 factory. And look, he's even with me in food, which is 2 factory. So that's what I'm used to seeing when I'm like, so if I see a 2 basing Terran, I'm usually afraid.
Yeah. So, I think the standard normal response to this is to get up on 3 bases, and then check for when he's making when he's expanding. It's just staying at base up, getting your economy booming, so that you can get your army booming. So that you can play it like it's a fastest map, and power up to 200, and then not have to care so much about trading efficiently, because nothing trades efficiently with siege tanks. Not that you want to trade, right? That's the whole point of arbiters and shit, to have these like tricky, shisty maneuvers where you're not exactly trading.
The only thing I'll say to that, though, is that sounds very, like, abstract. Like, just to me, like,
Sure.
right now, in my understanding of, like, because this is what I see. I see, oh, I should be, like, and that's kind of how I felt here when I was doing that zealot scouting. I was like, I don't know where he is. I don't know what his shape is. So,
Yeah.
like, so you'll, and I'm not saying this is
So-
wrong.
so
you're
I
thinking
would say-
200.
Yeah.
My awareness and attention is, where
If
is
that's what you're
he?
thinking about,
Where is he?
my response is go for fast ops. If you get fast ops, you won't be asking that question.
Okay.
For sure, go for fast ops.
Now, fast ops meaning, what does that mean?
You can incorporate them after your natural is up, right? Just getting them as part of your mid-game composition instead of, say,
Going straight for
going
ARPS.
straight for ARPs. Exactly. So
Okay,
just,
I can see that.
yeah. Working fast ops. I mean, this is what I do in PvT. I get observers. I think that's like the next unit I make after Dragoons. Unless I'm doing some kind of fast Reaver drop thing. In which case, the next thing that I'm making is for sure ops. Yeah, but I think right after, like, a Zealot and a Dragoon, like, that's the next type of unit I'm producing. That's weird. He just flew an empty dropship here. Maybe he was trying to fake you out and make you freak out while he moves down.
Yeah, I was like, no, dude, I'm already freaked out.
I'm freaked out, and my stuff's already down.
Look at this continent. Look at this continent. It's
Whoa.
like a. Makes me think of America. There's
Yeah,
Florida.
it's like South America. He's got this big bulge that just has this nice tip.
Oh, you see
at
South
the bottom.
America? Oh, okay.
Not really, but. Oh, actually, yeah. Wait, just for a second, I did. Oh, that was kind of cool. With actually the like his fourth base at the 12 o'clock. That
This
was
one?
actually like Central America. But then his main is like this weird jumble. What? That's not on the globe. Whatever.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah. Man, he was just going for the high tank count. And
I meant
damn,
I should
ain't
have
the
picked
high
that up
tank count good?
because that had a stasis in it. This had like a recall in it.
No, that had 69 energy. Don't lie to me, boy.
You weren't there.
You have an arbiter sitting at the 12 o'clock doing nothing all game long. Yeah, that poor boy.
Well, that was like when it was ready. Like I didn't know this was here. I thought I was gonna go into here.
I mean, either way, he's been sitting there on 200 energy for a while. I mean, of course, right now this is a horrible time to go recall, but earlier, you know. If you wanted to. Again, right, obs, just keeping tabs. Yeah. and
Mine
then
says
that's-
2020. All right.
And then that's game. All right.
So
All
I
right.
played a
That was game
1,000
three.
player. I played a 1,700 player.
Mm-hmm.
We're at quite a range.
Yeah, right. From F to B. Playing F to B. Let's see what we got. We got a Terran, a 1236 Terran. Nice.
He was blue. He had a blue
Something
number.
kind of in the middle. Blue? What do you mean blue?
The B player.
Oh, so he was C. Oh, 17 something C. Okay. Good for him.
All right, so this is another Terran.
Yep.
That's so funny that like when I play, I get one race
Nice.
essentially.
So you get to just keep working on your build. That's good. Good for practice. Getting lucky. Good for practice. That's what the Russians always say, of course. Just kidding. They don't believe in luck. What am I saying? Ha.
Yeah.
No, that's what my mom says. Getting lucky. Good for practice.
How presumptuous.
Ha! Gee, excuse me, sir. We are 45 seconds into this game. Let's keep our shirts on. What a good guy. What's his name? Good guy Alda Criminal.
Alda Command L.
Oh, Alda Command L.
Commando.
Commando. Good guy Commando. The Commando. Commando going Commando. Oh, your exit's on the right. Whatever. That's fine. Just letting you know.
I feel like it's not.
It is.
Because when I do this,
Oh, my bad. Now
Yeah.
I'm the ass who thought this was Gladiator.
that's okay. That's how I do it. Like, I always click off to see where the probe leaves.
See, that's smart. That's smart. I didn't watch you do that. I was too busy making fun of Commando. Commando's a good guy.
Oh, stupid. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, but I guess one like easy, quick lesson to take away from that last game.
Yeah.
When you're doing aggressive shit, um, like that early game aggressive shit, yeah, keep tabs on your goons. You know, right? It would have been very beneficial to have seen that those 3 mines were getting placed down.
I wonder if he's getting his fastest mines, whether I can see that.
So, I mean, really, the way you see that is by seeing that he doesn't have siege mode. So this is one of those game sense things. This is one of those implicit scouting things where you're going to have a really good sense for when siege mode comes out in a siege fast expand. And when siege mode is not out at that time, it's your job to realize that this is fast mines. You know, it's either that or just watching him lay down the stupid mines. But honestly, either one of those. And then, yeah, actually, I like your decision for scouting so late with this build. Because, right, it's a 2-gate build. Dude, you're going to be able to hold off anything that happens early game. What's he going to do? Right? You're doing a 2-gate build. No wonder he's not Joyo rushing you. No wonder he's not doing a fake FD. Oh, what is that? Oh, you're just fighting an SCP.
I'm trying to make sure he doesn't see my proxy out of base Reaver.
Ooh, is that what you're going for?
No.
Oh, man. Oh, that's right. You're doing 2-gate. You're not going to fit a Reaver in this budget. Just a sprinkle of Reaver? Just a dash? No, not even a dash of Reaver. Follow that probe. Where is he going? I mean, SCP, damn it.
Alright.
Okay, I think you... Oh, never mind. It was just high ground. He's got one shot. He's a trooper. He's a trooper. Oh, he's a pooper. So, what's the plan? Do you expand behind this?
Yeah, I'll park a probe there.
Yeah, I mean, right, because that bunker there, that's really what he's trying to say. I mean, he's not trying to tell you, but...
Oh, look at this.
Okay, pull the fuck back.
Whoa.
Okay, ignore this. You have a vulture to worry about. Yeah, so that's a mess. Oh, drill! Kill it! There we go. I don't know how many probes to kill it, but couldn't be that many. That makes me ask, is he doesn't have a proxy factor, does he? That vulture came out of the side, and I thought you already had a... Oh. What the fuck is this? No one's... They're on strike, dude. Dude, you gotta... There's still some who are on strike. You gotta tyrant down on that shit. That guy's on strike. I think I saw one more... Oh, whatever. Nice.
He wants to do this? Alright.
Oh, yeah, pull that back. Pull that guy back, too. Oh, you don't have to pull the ball back. Okay, well, he should have been back. Oh, that's his own fault. Dragoon, that's your own damn fault.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't expand behind that?
No, if I always put the most attention on that, if I can. Like, if it's gonna go anywhere.
I don't think that ever goes anywhere.
I don't know if you could say that. I don't know if you...
How,
You haven't
okay,
lived my
how
life.
many games out of 10 does that go somewhere?
No, I
You
win
got
with
a
that.
dude on strike.
No, because if he loses this, that is game.
Right. Well, I know, but it's the same thing, like, oh, if you X, you lose the game.
Well,
Right.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure if...
Fair enough. The hypothetical can always be there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you really want, you can probably double expand. That works too. Nice, just get that hot obs. That hot obs. Some people play hot potato. We play hot obs here on my little Reaver. Oh yeah, just like having a pylon in the middle of your main ready to accept gateways is always good. Or you've got like this big empty spot. Not saying that you would have a gateway explosion right now. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
There. So I feel like that's something that you often forget to do. Cute. Hey, you get the high ground. You might want to block that ramp off with like 2 goons. Just because you do have a probe there and he did see it. He does have vultures. Oh yeah, 2 pylons. That works too. Or 3, I guess. I try to at least get the nexus going before I make the wall. Just because a 3 pylon wall is 3/4 of the nexus right there. And then getting the nexus up pays us back. Getting the wall up will pay us back later, but not if we don't have the nexus up. Okay, but looks like right about now you can expand. Oh, never mind. 1 wraith! How dare you! Oh, this is just a scouting wraith. Oh, that's nice. It's a nice touch. He sees everything. He dies! Oh, man. 2 shots, 2 shots. Or is it 1 shot? How much armor does a wraith have? The world may never know. How many dragoon shots does it take to get to the center of a wraith? He's likely on 2 base, so you got that going for you. Okay. So cool. Now that you got the fast obs, now, oh yeah, you know what I got fast obs? Because I work Robotech into my mid game. Oh, muffin. Well, I guess you just wanted it more. You know what I said to that? Take a 4th! What's that, a barracks? Yeah. Okay, makes sense. I take a 4th at you, good sir. StarCraft's a gentleman's game. Make no mistake.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah, but as I was saying, what's that, a turret?
I'm gonna take that. He doesn't have enough defending it.
You don't think so? Do you have zealots?
No.
Do you have dropships?
No.
You're not taking that.
Unless he moves more into it, but let's see. Okay, he's blocked it off.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that you're taking that.
Ooh.
With the repair. In my hair. Underwear! Oh. Bollocks.
Okay, that's it.
Cool, cool, cool. Getting all the good tech stuff up. Oh yeah, wait, he can just do scan. Why doesn't he just scan? Why does he build a wraith? I don't know. Maybe he's really afraid of arbiters. Or DTs? I don't know. He's afraid of something. Wraith? So, his 3rd's a little late. I don't know if we can get a factory count with an observer, or if he doesn't have a hole in his, whatchamacallit, a chink in his armor, if you will. Okay, we see a lot of movement. What is that? Is that a transfer? That's a transfer. Oh, not that. Oh, no, it's tanks. Well, I think a transfer might have happened near these tanks. Either that or is It was a bunch of vultures. Oh yeah, you can pick those off if you want. Those two
Yeah,
things.
I was thinking that.
They look like it. They look like easy pickings. Oh. Get him. Oh, maybe well, yeah, maybe just hug the top. Oh, they sieged up. Never mind. Now they're hard pickings. Oh. Yeah, that don't come around twice. So this is a big reason why I'm always talking about being decisive, about, ooh, do a decisive things, right? Because, for example, siege tanks, they take 1 second to siege up, and they're sieged up, and they're no longer easy pickings, right? But the moment you see them just sitting there, 2 tanks, naked, nothing, and afraid, boom, let's go for it. But right, 2 moments later, oh, sorry, no luck. And so it is with so many attacks in StarCraft, right? Oh, it's got to be now or never. Nothing
I feel
wrong with
too
never.
also being in a state that you can attack. I think getting good at being in a state that you can attack is good. Look how undefended this head is.
Oh my god. What if you just, like, storm drop that shit, dude? Yes, dude. With a zealot. We drop a zealot. We drop a couple storms. We don't mind. Or, you know, you don't have to. It's just like a funny thought. I don't know. Just, you know. We're just, like, talking about it at lunch. I thought it'd be funny if you storm dropped it. But, you know, that's fine. You don't have to. I don't know what that was an impression of.
I have like no probes. I'm not making probes.
Teutonic, no. Skimping on probe macro. That's why your money's low. Meanwhile, Terran might be hitting 200. Okay, fine, probably not. But I'm saying he's got a lot of vultures. Vultures are 2 food, and it's real quick and cheap to make them. I mean, 200 vultures, that's not great. It's scary in a way. It's scary in the way that, like, vultures, the animal, are scary. Oh, wow, that's kind of ominous. But don't they only eat dead things? It's like that. Easy pickings. Oh, hard pickings. Don't go too far, though. Don't go too far. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Oh no, oh no. They got me all confused with their unsieged attack. Oh no, run like one of them toward all of them. Oh no, oh no. Okay, so this is the kind of fear that vultures strike into my soul. God, that was godless. That was rather godless of him, right there, to do that to you. Yeah, definitely zealots. Yeah, I don't think you work that many zealots into your composition. This bothers me because zealots do good body blocking against vultures.
Research complete.
Oh no, he's moving to the 1. To the 1 o'clock. This bitch is gonna siege up outside the 1 o'clock. Nice.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
So what's your strategy against siege tanks in siege mode? So I see you have slow zealots, a high templar. Yeah, I see you have slow zealots and a high templar.
My life for hire.
Oh, I also see you have 15k. Sorry, 1.5k. That is not the same.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
Oh, this bitch. Oh, the cut-in. Oh, this shiesty cutter. Right in between 2 bases. And then he's just, like, folding out. Look at him folding out like a StarCraft 2 siege team. Oh yeah, don't let them get stuck. This bitch, where are the obs? Bring me my observers.
We are under attack. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Speed. Wait, what? Why'd you press stop? Oh, and all this is right here.
Your warriors have engaged the additional pylons. Your warriors have engaged the combat. Make use of me.
You have storms. You have 2 storms on each of those boys. Ooh, but no way for the zealots to get... Yeah, this is not the angle. Okay, there we go. That's what speed zealots are for.
We are under attack.
Oh, this bitch.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Ooh.
We are under attack.
Ooh. Well, it's been cleaned up, but unfortunately, you're mining on one base.
Your warriors have
But maybe
engaged
not
the
stick, it
enemy.
has been cleaned up. Oh shit. Not the fortress all over.
Engaged the enemy.
Not my gumdrop probes. I don't know about canceling the nexus. I mean, what is it gonna be? Vulture to death? You could storm them. Ah!
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
And get that base mining? I mean, building, mining. You know what I mean. Okay, nice little escort tunnel. Oh no.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
Never mind. I said, never mind. Okay, that was also not a good joke. Jesus Christ. At least you're spotting the main, like, runway, attack path, whatever you call it.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Wow, he literally like did everything to make this happen.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. What a vulture baller.
Yeah. It's not. And right now at this point, I can tell that he's not that good. Like, that's good, but he's not like, he doesn't have a base here, he doesn't have a base here, like he's not macroing
His
on top
strength
of this.
is for sure in this obnoxious vulture shit. And not in expanding on time.
Like, He's basically one.
Right, right. Oh, Jesus. Ooh, baby,
Cause-
baby.
Also, because he is 1300 Terran.
Right. Or like
Doesn't mean he's
1250
bad.
or something.
Yeah, this is really, yeah, and I was all over the map.
Ooh.
Okay.
GT. We'll call that a game. So, one thing, I just want to make a note about your composition. Um, like, what is your plan against a bunch of sieged tanks? What's your ideal scenario for dealing with tanks with siege mode with this composition?
I'm sorry, are you asking for the composition, or
Yeah,
are
no,
you
I'm
asking for a
asking-
plan of attack with the composition I have?
Yeah, with the composition that you have, what is your ideal scenario for dealing with siege tanks?
Well, so you want zealots against siege tanks.
I mean, that's one way to do it.
That's how I would do it.
Yeah.
I would have speed lots against tanks.
Hmm.
Like
I
if
think
it was
you did
just
that
tanks.
much better in this game than you did in the last two.
Well, this was I also feel like it was more of an even match.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Or are
This
you
did feel
saying
much
even
more
against the
even.
F player? I
Yeah,
guess
even
you can't
against the
even.
F I
yeah,
mean,
you can't really.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, were there any engagements that game?
Yeah.
I just mean, I think you wait a very long time to switch to zealots. And also, right, I mean, zealot bombs are always good. You know, nothing wrong with throwing some zealot bombs around. What else? Stasis, we saw some stasis in some other games. We didn't see any stasis in this one in particular. That's always good. Storm, you know, you did have. Yeah, let's follow this guy. He gets a kill. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh. Oh man. Oh, this guy is not very good. Man, he gets a vulture in and he gets a kill.
Let's also note this was not attacking.
Yeah, right. Of course, but we're more concerned about the vulture at home than forcing him to repair with 4 SCVs here. That's not a big deal.
Wait, I'm very particular because it matters so much.
Yeah,
Here.
but this is still the
I'll
thing
show
that
you.
matters less than the
I'll show
vulture
you.
getting into your main.
So like, this gets down to here. Anything that he could repair with is, if there was 3, that would be dead.
Okay, that's
and
very true.
that's why like I'm such a big.
That I did not see. I did not.
Oh, I
see
felt that. I was like, oh man, this. And if that went down,
Yeah, yeah.
there's nothing. There's nothing.
There's a good chance you could have just won there.
Like, there's this, and then there's like 20 minutes. Like that's the
Right.
difference.
Right.
Just that. Right
Wow, he
there.
was slow to repair that. I
So
did not realize that.
that's why like that didn't matter, to me.
Right.
Because if winning is the object of the game,
And
oh great,
As it is.
yeah, killed 20 probes. The game is over. Like that's what I'm balancing in my head whenever I'm at this point.
Wow. So you're really trying to make this happen.
Well, the thing is, if you're quick enough, you
Yeah.
can, and then
You know,
it's game.
I should show you a trick here. If you really want this to happen, there's this like 3 dragoon, 1 zealot timing, to really mess with Terran and make this happen.
Well, here, let's put it this way. Well, I mean, would you agree with me that it basically, like,
Oh yeah,
all intents
if that
purposes,
third guy
it did
was
happen.
attacking there. Oh yeah. He's in deep shit.
Well, I mean, not deep shit. Like,
No,
If
if that bunker went down, he would be in deep shit.
okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. What do you think I was saying?
Oh no, I was saying like the game would have been had essentially.
Right. His only hope is that this one tank gets repaired so hard by all his friendly SCVs That 3 dragoons. Yeah, I think the other 2 were too far away. That 3 dragoons couldn't take him down.
And usually, I don't see this. I will say that this part of my gameplay
Yeah.
is not developed.
Sure. Okay.
Because usually I do put a lot of emphasis on like earlier stuff.
Oh man, if you want that emphasis on there, I should for sure show you this trick. Because it's beautiful.
But since we are here, like since we did make it here, because that
Sure.
does happen, it's not everything's gonna go your way.
Right.
So you
Right.
are gonna be put in situations where, all right, now you have to go.
I can't believe Terrence let that bunker fall.
Now you got to do everything,
Yeah.
and that everything. I guess okay. I felt happier about this because I had more visibility.
Right.
We did the whole
Right. So
observer
obs is
thing.
really nice. You have visibility. And now what are you following obs up with? So we have a bunch of dragoons. We're all over the map. But what is our late game plan? I noticed you didn't take up to arbiters this game.
Well, I felt that there was a lot of things going all over the place. I don't know. I wanted like a strong goon presence.
Sure. And I guess this is also what I'm talking about. You have all these dragoons. You have so many dragoons. You have 130 foot of dragoons. You don't have any zealots. So this is what bothers me, that you're at 130 food and you don't have any zealots. When it comes time to fighting, I mean, when that first engagement happens, I wish you had zealots.
Mm-hmm.
Or just like something, a couple zealots in a shuttle, a storm, maybe not just a storm, because I mean it ends up being this big obnoxious vulture thing.
I would have liked to have maybe. Okay,
Yeah,
I thought this was a good size here. Like I thought, oh whatever. Like yeah, give me all your vultures.
Yeah.
But then he added some tanks on it, and then I was
Yeah.
thinking, ooh,
Yeah.
right about now I would like this. There.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's always tanks. So right, he's got the defender's advantage. All his stuff is here. Where else would it be, right?
Well, he
And
could
you're
just
spread out.
have it going up here, like he could just.
I
Oh
guess
hey,
so, but
because
I
this
mean-
eventually does make its way here anyway, so he could just be like, oh yeah, you could just be there. I might have some good
Sure, but
like.
let's put ourselves in Terran's shoes. You're taking your third. I mean, you recently took your third.
Okay.
You'd like to defend this. You'd like to be able to hold everything, right? What did you do at your third? You walled this side off. Cool, nice. This side is the vulnerable spot for your third, right? You see Protoss pushing in here a little. Not a lot. You just see a couple goons, right? I really don't want Protoss just walking over here to my third and wrecking it. I don't think this is a suitable time for Terran to be pushing up here. I would for sure be scared of these dragoons and do something. And sure enough, he just eyeballs, gets a little look at what it is and says, "Oh, all my tanks and vultures should be able to handle that. The vultures should also make them not be able to run away. They also are full of mines, and I'll do my obnoxious mine thing that apparently this Aldo Commando likes to do."
Okay, so you're saying that.
I'm saying that putting myself in my opponent's shoes, I would never run away from this. I'm considering running across that bridge, running away.
Okay, so that is a different. I think that would have to be explained before we can come to a consensus as to why this happened. Because right, I did not see. I see exactly that progression that you're saying. Like, in order for me to get here, I wouldn't go through here because
Right.
then that just leaves this open.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna handle this, and when this is handled, then I can then I can do
Well,
this.
also just pushing up the bridge is a bitch with a bunch of giant tanks and vultures. It's much nicer to walk around, just because they're so big and the bridge is so thin.
you would if there was a clump, right? There would be some microing having to be happen.
Yeah. Much nicer to come around this way. Makes more sense in terms of his expanding pattern. And he sees part of an army when he's got his full army here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because Terran's, he's rallying to like here or something, right? So if you're rallying here, I think so. I mean, maybe we can grab a rally point. Okay, it's not actually showing his rally. Whatever. But you know, we imagine he's rallying somewhere roughly this location. Right? As we are, right? We're rallying just outside our natural. We would say he's probably rallying just outside his natural. He's gonna have his whole army here. And we kind of know that, right? We're checking. We kind of know that his whole army is here. And so to have half an army here and half an army here, I mean, of course, he did kind of surprise us with all this vulture stuff, right? Oh, surprise, I'm going to surround you and put mines behind you. That was a nice little, I don't know, that's a nice little tactic of his. Surprise, here's some vultures. And then boom. Yeah, I mean, this was a nice move of his. Make no mistake.
Oh no, I'm not saying. Okay, okay. Let's put it this way. If I put all my stuff here,
Yeah.
and I have nothing. Like, I'm not saying that I would do this, or not saying this is what you are saying. This
Sure.
is like, right now I'm just like, we're playing this out as if we just happen to stumble upon this replay. If Red put all of his army in one place, then this would look a lot more attractive. Like, this is like a Vulture Congo line here.
I mean, you can still
here.
see
Like, if you
where he's going, right? You still have the observer checking there,
You have the observer,
which
but
is a nice thing about having the observer checking there.
But I'm just saying, like, we're talking very stupid right now. We're talking very, like, or theoretical, I should say. 100% army here, even if you had visibility of the entire map, even if it observes all over. 0% army here, 0% army here, 0% army here. That's what goes on. That's what I'm weighing when I ever have the half and half. So I think what you're saying is absolutely true.
I see what you're saying. I definitely see what you're saying, especially because just in this matchup, who's more mobile, Terran or Protoss? Protoss, right? So the idea is that, if this half of an army gets in trouble, I can just run away, right? It's only because he does this nice little vulture tactic, sneaks around behind and plants mines, that's not an option, right? That he forces you into an engagement with a bunch of tanks right here, right?
Yeah.
But as a general principle, yeah, it makes sense to me. I'm more mobile. I can park some stuff here and then run away. The only thing that's fast enough to follow is vultures, which, if it's just them shooting and me shooting, I'm going to win for sure, right? All his vultures against all these guys. If mines aren't in the equation, yeah, I'm going to give that to the Dragoons. But I think I see this map very different than you, because this, with a big bulky army like this, I mean, like Zerglings, sure, yeah, I'll run those across. But with a big bulky army like a Terran mech army, this never looks attractive to me. As an attack path, this looks like just a recipe for getting screwed.
Well, to me, this looks like this is a vulture highway.
Sure, it's a vulture highway, but right, that's why we have pylon walls. That's why we have, just a couple of guys parked here, right? We're pylon walling this. We don't have to have half an army here, and right, there could also be a pylon wall blocking off most of this, right? That's the nice feature of having pylon walls. So we don't have to worry about these little things. Just wall up.
What do you think about this? What if we had no, because let's say 6 Scoods here, they could still get run by.
Yeah, that's true.
16 could still get run by. Because besides the composition,
Sure.
we'll get into the composition.
Sure.
If I had all my army here, do you think that this engagement would have? Do you think this would have been? I would have won this engagement.
I mean, honestly, God, that's a lot of tanks. One thing that would have happened, and of course I can't be sure of this, but
some zealots.
but one thing is that the bigger the ball, the harder it is for vultures to surround it, right? So if this is a bigger ball, maybe, because when I see this engagement, the key thing that stands out to me is that he got to take those vultures, run them around back, and plant mines. If this is a bigger ball, maybe it makes it impossible to run around and plant mines. Maybe not. Who knows?
Okay.
Right? It's hard to say what if and maybe. But, I mean, it's easy to say what if and maybe. But
Well, it's also easy to say just macro, but I do think that this was critical enough of a point for someone like the
No, right.
level that the two players were both at, where it's
Yeah.
like this mattered. Like, look, maybe enough to a
Oh, yeah,
Gosu player,
for sure.
right?
For sure this mattered. You lost all these dragoons for more or less free. I mean, he lost some vultures, but whatever. As Terran, I'm perfectly happy to lose some vultures to grab a control group and a half of dragoons.
Now let's talk about this. Now, what if we had the composition that you like to see?
Yeah. So what
same
if
same food count.
yeah
Now, what do you think about
same food count,
this,
but we have
like this and this?
dragoons? I mean, sorry, these are dragoons, but we have zealots mixed into this.
Yeah.
So, it just takes away all of that. Let's imagine that we've got some dragoons in the front. Dang it, I keep saying that. Some zealots in the front, some dragons in the back. And we end up doing the same thing. So, yeah, dang it, he already sieged up. This is already too late.
Well, he
yeah.
unsieges at a point.
Oh, are these the ones who unsiege?
That's why I attacked forward, is because I heard those unsiege because the observer.
Oh.
When I heard that, I was like, what is he doing? And I was like, oh, he's giving me another chance.
Whoa, he's got a lot of dudes. Okay.
I would have just kept him right there,
Yeah.
but then I heard that, and I was like, oh, I'm going to keep going. Okay, let me just go
Fuck,
up
so
a little
there's this-
bit.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So this is when you pull up. Oh, and then he gets around.
Okay, but I guess
so-
maybe
so
you're looking at something different, but the question was,
my point was,
given
right,
the good composition.
if there are zealots in here, right, what do zealots do when they're fighting? They run up to shit and hit it.
Okay.
And so running up to vultures and hitting them makes it hard for them to run around you. I can't absolutely say that they wouldn't have been able to run around you, of course, because, right, I mean, you're probably doing this pull-up move anyway, right, because of these tank shots. Oh, crap, I'm getting hit from the bottom. Let me pull up. And he takes the opportunity to run around and plant mines. I can't say that composition would help that. No, I absolutely can't make that claim.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Also given 100% army here.
Oh, I mean, with 100% of your army there, well, that's just harder, right? Because then there's just stuff here where the mines went down. Maybe he still gets to run around and put mines here with an army here. I mean, it's just going to kill a smaller segment of the army, but right, this all goes down, and so you can imagine the same thing happening, but there just being this much more stuff still standing, because, I mean, I'm imagining that you had a bigger ball here. We're still doing the same thing in the front. These are still falling, but he has to run a little farther and plant mines over here because there's a ball here that he can't possibly run into the middle of.
While taking damage, like
Right,
even more
right.
damage.
And then mines are getting placed down here, and so it's still attacking, it's still killing a bunch of goons, but more of them are not hit by mines, as opposed to this ball in particular, where just about all of them were hit by mines, at least a little bit. But right, a ton took some very direct mine shots.
I didn't expect that
Yeah,
to happen.
I didn't expect that either. That was actually shocking. That was actually, but also I'm wondering, well, if he saw a bigger ball, maybe he wouldn't even consider doing that.
Maybe he would have
this was-
pulled back and taken a more defensive
right, because
position.
I think this was a very opportunistic shot he took. He said, "Oh, he's pushing in. He's attacking some vultures, right? So let's just go back to this real quick. he sees you're attacking some vultures.
You can also press A.
Nice. You're attacking some vultures because there are some vultures who are, where is it? Okay, so like 1415, 1420. Yeah, so there are some vultures who are not exactly covered by tanks. And so you're taking some pot shots at them. See, I thought it was going to end at the pot shots. Then you see these siege up. And that makes you push forward, fair enough. And shots from down here make you pull up. And then
Let's
oh,
that.
they do kind of run through, actually.
There's a crack.
Yeah. Makes the vultures run up and around. And that just felt like he was really just taking this opportunity. He was like, oh, I have a bunch of tanks here.
Or enough, at least.
Right, enough. I think he saw you pull up and said, this is my shot. This is my shot. So he made a very decisive move. He ran in here. He planted mines behind while pulling up tanks from the front. And just having these unsieged tanks just running and gunning. And, oh, bam, there it is. Oh, bam. Oh. Yeah, well, the tanks just won A. Man, I think that was very opportunistic of him. I can't speak for him. I can't say that he wouldn't do that if that were bigger. Damn, I don't think he lost a tank.
No, because the Dragoons weren't meant to be attacking the tanks.
Yeah.
They were meant to be attacking the vultures.
Oh, man. Oh, right, because initially you're just trying to take pot shots. Man, I mean, I think more than a fault from you. That was pretty nice of him. That was a real nice shot he took because he could.
Okay. I'm gonna call it there.
All right.
You see, yeah, the rest of the game is so-so, but I think that was just an important emphasis and point to
Sure.
leave on.
All right, let's call it there. We'll be on Thursday at 7 p.m. Central. Catch us then. Closing thoughts?
All of those losses felt bad, and but that's okay.
PVT
It's totally okay.
sucks, dude. PVT sucks, dude.